Hello, people of the internet. This is Learn Punjabi with Tushar, and I usually don't make videos like this, but I I, I just had to. Um, one of my favorite linguistic YouTubers, you could say, passed away on March the 5th, and I'm a little late in making this video, but I just wanted to say that, you know this YouTuber's death was one of the most heartbreaking ones I've had in a while. You know, I've heard a YouTuber died, and I've felt very heartbreaking towards that. But Lao Shu, apparently, not apparently, but out of all of them, it's the one that I felt the saddest towards. I used to watch him all the time. You know, he was the biggest inspiration for me. I've like when I was in America. This was like 3 years ago, and I didn't know how to read and write in Punjabi or Hindi or Urdu, which I also do know how to read and write with. And the biggest inspiration for me to start were Lao Shu. You know, I'd watch his videos and I'd be like, man, if this guy can learn 50 languages, then I should be able to write in Punjabi. If this guy can read and write like more than like 50 languages, it might not have been 50, but it was a big amount, right? Then I should be able to do Hindi. If he can read and write 50 languages, then I should be able to do Urdu. He was the biggest inspiration for me to start. He's one of my biggest inspirations for me learning one of my other languages, Spanish. And I just have to say, I'm I'm gonna really miss you, man. It was Your content was one of the most inspiring content for us all, and without you in the linguistics community, w- w- I I don't know how we would even run. You were the biggest inspiration. You started my hobby for linguistics as well. Because of watching your videos, I started to love linguistics. I used to watch YouTubers like Lang Focus as well, and you were the biggest inspiration for me to learn more about languages, more about how languages came to be. You know, I would learn just phrases in different languages too, and you were the biggest inspiration for me. Seeing you going in malls, speaking in Hebrew, in Arabic, in Spanish, in French, in Swahili, in I think it's the one language they speak in Somali or Yeah, I think it's Somali, but in Somalia or Sudan. But tons of languages, Chinese. Even you learning Hindi, though it wasn't the best pronunciation, it still made me happy that you did it. And you know it really is sad that you have now gone. Because I always had this too, that I always was hoping that one day you'd learn like the entirety of Punjabi and Hindi, and also I just wanted to see you speak it fluently, because I don't see many foreigners actually speaking Punjabi or Hindi fluently. I know you can find a lot, but I wanted to see someone start from the beginning and finish it, right? Not just not just show the final product, but actually speak in the whole process. And now that you're gone, you can't do that anymore. And I I don't know how to say this to you, but you were the biggest inspiration for me. I know I've said this over and over again, but it's heartbreaking. You know what I mean? It's you know because I'm telling you, you've inspired so many people to learn languages. You've inspired so many people. I've seen people in those comment sections write that, oh, I've now learned a Chinese because of you. Oh, I've now learned Spanish because of you. They were all skeptical at first of learning a new language, thinking that it would be too difficult, or that they wouldn't be able to do it. But you changed their minds just through your videos without saying anything to them directly. And it's it's sad that you're now gone. I it's actually hasn't really sinking in for me yet. I'm still very, very sad that this happened, and it still really hasn't sinking in. I'm still just like shocked that this, you know, has happened, because you have to realize that, unlike, oh, you see like oh, some random person, some famous person died, oh cool, whatever, right? You might, you wouldn't really go like that, but you know what I mean, right? Like, you would get over it in a week or something. But like, say, take like your favorite YouTuber, take one of your YouTubers you look up to every day, and they die. That's where it really hits you, and that's where Lao Shu has hit me. So I'm gonna end this video here. Don't want to have this be too long, but just know, Lao Shu, that you will be missed, and thank you for inspiring so many people over these years. Goodbye.